Every day that we rise is another day granted to take charge of the seeds that we've planted. We wake up on purpose, with purpose, filled with purpose. And at times we lose sight. We lose sight of where we are, what we are, why we are, how we are, and who we are, because we're out of alignment. It happens. With the 90-day journey to mindfulness, you wake up and command your day. By meditating, checking your mood, setting your intention with an AM affirmation and a morning statement of gratitude. By the end of the day, you'll repeat your AM practice and go deeper into your psyche, deeper into your patterns of behavior, your moods, the way that you do things, how they affect you, how are they affecting other people. This is about self-improvement. This is about self-awareness. This is about self-development. This is about taking control so those who come behind you won't have to go through the things that you went through. Don't you wish someone gave you a manual based on your lineage? Well, I'm lulueyelove, and this is just the start. I have so much to say, so follow me on all social platforms, but overall purchase the 90-day journey to mindfulness. It's life-changing. Yeah.
The way that Aquarius is set up in my chart, really quick, because I keep saying I'm not going to go into this and end up still talking about it. Where Aquarius sits in my chart has a lot to do with how I view things and how I express things, right? So if you have Aquarius sitting, because Aquarius is very important, especially in the coming years, this is a very important part of our charts, a part of our life, a part of what we came here to do. Even if you don't have Aquarius in your chart, whatever information that comes out, you may still be able to utilize, so on and so forth. All right, what is the primary lesson for Aquarius in 2022, honey? Queen of Wands in reverse, Three of Pentacles in now. Okay, all these cards are, okay, because I did flip these cards. Okay, Three of Pentacles in reverse and Nine of Wands in reverse. So their primary lesson for this year will be to come out of their introversion if they are introverted, right? I don't know if that's a word, but we're gonna stick with it. Okay. Okay, so this is the Queen of Wands in reverse. So they're not as confident as whoever this is, they are realizing who they are. They are realizing their how they stand, how they appear, how they interact, react, and respond in this world with other people, because I feel as though there may be some things that they needed to speak up against, or there were some things that they are supposed to, okay. So there are some things that they came here to do that they haven't been standing fully in. So this is a call to your purpose. This is a call for you to really be the Aquarius that you came here to be, as a humanitarian, as a philanthropist, an environmentalist, or whatever it is. This has a lot to do with IT. This has a lot to do with innovation, but this overall has a lot to do with misalignment. So we got the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So they are realizing that there's not a lot of, they are realizing that a lot of what they need to do has to do with them working by themselves, right? They are realizing in 2022 that working with other people or discussing certain things with other people has had a huge impact on their life. They've been taking a lot of advice instead of standing on their own 2 feet and being the creators that they came here to be. They've been relying a lot on their counterparts, whatever that means. And now it's time for them to realize that they are, step more fully into their purpose and be more resilient, be more courageous, more persistent. There's a need for boundaries. So now Aquarius is creating boundaries. They are creating what it is that really and truly separates them from others, and knowing what, how sometimes you have work-life balance. Sometimes work goes, you go to work, but you take what's happening at home to work with you. Well, Aquarians are realizing that I need to separate some things. I need to separate some friends. I need to separate the way that I do certain things with certain people. I need to separate how create a boundary when it comes to my work and really just focusing on what is coming to me and how I'm supposed to show up in this world. So that's what Aquarians' primary lesson is for 2022. What will be the impact if they learn this lesson? What is the impact if Aquarius learns this lesson, honey? Because wait, all right. Now, with separation, okay, a lot of people, when they go through this process of realizing who they are and really want to step fully into their truth, what happens is people feel as though you have wronged them. People don't understand why you are being distant in certain ways. You used to share this and you used to share that. Well, you were giving away your power. You were giving away your luck. You were giving away your fortune when you were sharing certain things. So now you are realizing here. It says, what will be the impact of the lesson from 2022? You got the 8 of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the 6 of Cups. Disappointment. Feeling abandoned, thinking that people are going to understand. No one understands the mind of the people who I'm talking to right now. No one understands your mind. No one understands what it is that you came here to do. It's hard for you to explain it. You want people to understand. You want people to know about your great vision. You're going to need to keep that to yourself. There's an energy here of this may, you have to be careful, because some of you may even realize that if you do drugs or anything like that, why you were running to those drugs. This was your ability to talk to yourself, right? Express yourself, when you would use that as a form of escapism. And what was happening was you were doing a lot of talking and not a lot of doing. So in this space, it's like with this 8 of Cups, you are realizing, right, that, and it's going to hit you hard. There's going to be a lot of people that fall to the wayside. There's going to be a lot of people that you thought were in your corner that are not. They are not meant to go with you. Don't hold it against them. Have compassion for them. Let them go, okay, before it gets too late. With this Knight of Wands, you got the Knight of Wands and the 6 of Cups in reverse. So with this Knight of Wands, it's going to have you more inspired, though. You're going to be more inspired when you are off to yourself. Then you realize and have all these epiphanies and these aha moments when it comes to, like, you really came to do this because you've already went through the self-realization. But the impact that this is going to have on you is going to have you ready for adventure, ready for you to I feel that you're going to be so driven, you're going to be so much in your truth that you will be exuding a lot of light energy. You'll be exuding a lot of, I feel like this is electricity, light, codes, mathematical equations. Like, I just see a board with a lot of shit that I don't know what the fuck to read. I don't know how to read all that right there. But I feel as though that's what's going to be triggered in your mind. A lot of symbols, a lot of signs, a lot of mathematical equations that have to do with some kind of blueprint or some innovation that is coming through. There may even, by you being alone, you realize that you're not alone, because I really feel like there may be some ascended masters that come in. I feel like there's 3 or 4. So that's a lot. So this is huge with whatever this is that is coming through for you. So just be mindful of that when it comes to this energy that you are exuding with this Knight of Wands. You want to stay grounded, okay? Because I really feel like there's air under your feet. And when I see air under the feet, the same way when I saw with the young Dolphin before he passed, I just saw air on his feet. When you got air, not air, but fire, but it's like, it's fire under your feet. Like your feet, if you've ever seen somebody walking and it's like they on the go, they moving and grooving. And it's like they kind of lift. They're not really hitting the ground when they walk. That's what I call, you got fire under your feet. So you need to get grounded, because what's happening is you're not connecting with the earth, and you're not pulling in that, without being connected to the earth, you're not connected in your thoughts either. So you're allowing that fire to be under your feet, which is also air. With the air with there being too much space between being grounded, you're going to realize that, a lot of the decisions that you may make, or a lot of things that you may say, may come across wrong, or you may, there may be a fluke or some kind of wrench thrown in some of your plans to get you back on track. So you want to really ground with this inspiration and this heightened energy. With the 6 of Cups in reverse, it has to do with living in the past and being, regretting how things probably turned out. Or it may even be that the impact of this 6 of Cups in reverse is a realization though, because now it's time for you to really realize who you are. Like this may be for Aquarians who are holding on to a lot of grief and disappointment from their childhood. So there may be a lot of inner child healing as well. And also, oh, okay, so here we are. So with that inner child healing, what is happening is that you may have been cut off from your gifts. You may have been cut off from your creative force when you were very young, and you've been fighting most of your life up until this point to try and get that back. You've had clips and insight here and there, but you never really acted on it, or you never really felt that it would be accepted. This isn't about being accepted. This is about creating what needs to be created, doing what needs to be done for the right reasons, so that you can help us here in the collective consciousness, right? So there may be some a sense of depression, and it's like a spiritual depression. Okay, so with the spiritual depression, Aquarius, I really feel as though there's going to be a need to dig deep into that shadow self, right? This when it comes up, so that you can realize and find the joy in certain parts of your life that you long for God, because you allowed so many other things to drown out the beauty of part of your upbringing. Okay, even if they did cut you off or tie down your gifts as you were growing up. All right, so now you are realizing, and then many of you may even be in a space where you regret. There may be a sense of regret when it comes to decisions that you made when other people, like when people abandon you for doing the right thing for you, and now you are in this space of, maybe I shouldn't have did it like that. Maybe it's that and this and that. Well, you ask your spirit team. You ask for things to be revealed to you that you need to see, but you need to be on alert on your posts, so that you'll be able to know and be able to really discern what is really being revealed to you and what is not, because this is part of your purpose as well. All right, let's move forward. What challenges will arise as a result of the year cards? What challenges will arise? All right. Now that you've said yes to the process, for those who are listening to this who have actually said yes to the process, now that you've said yes to the process, there's going to be a lot of things happening back to back all at once. This is so good. However, it can be overwhelming. There can be a lot of moving parts. You can be pointed in this direction and that direction, and it seems like it's simultaneous pointing. Decisions that need to be made, people pulling you in different spaces, or you being called to do certain things in different spaces. So you got the 8 of Wands in the upright, 8 of Swords in reverse, and the Tower. So these are the challenges that will arise. Having to realign, learning how to realign and adjust to your new way of being, having to realign and adjust in a moment's notice, having to realign and adjust and cleanse in a moment's notice, realizing what is part of your purpose, what is part of your path, and what is not. Right? It's like you're going to get so in tune with your thumbprint, your soul's thumbprint, and how you are supposed to do things. And it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable, but I feel like you can get it done. With this 8 of Swords in reverse, the challenge is following your inner guidance and not having to rely on asking certain people questions, not allow yourself to go back into the space where you were thinking pessimistically about so many things and so many ways of doing things. It's time for you to release those negative thoughts. It's time for you to open up to new perspectives. That's going to be a challenge, because they're saying that if you need to listen, you don't have to give your point of view. You need to listen. You don't always, a conversation doesn't always consist of expressing or debating on things that you know what you know, they know what they know, and it's okay, to agree to disagree. So that's going to be huge here as well. Knowing when to hold them and when to fold them, right? With this Tower, by you saying yes, everything that was not built on a sturdy foundation has to come down and be rebuilt from the ground up, because you are realizing that you are you're back in your full space of being whole, separate, and unique. You're a creator in that space. You are realizing that you don't need too much help, because with that, I believe it was a 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, with that 3 of Pentacles, You may feel out of, like, someone may not be agreeing with what you have going on or what you are saying or how you do things anymore or what have you. You are realizing that, you know, I'm out of alignment by even messing with these people. I'm out of alignment by conversing with these people. I'm out of alignment by expressing certain things to these people. I think it has a lot to do with communication with y'all. So now it's like a rude awakening. You're going to have some really deep seated revelations by the end of 2022. And it's much needed, right? So we take the good, the bad, and the indifferent. When life deals us lemons, we make margaritas, top shelf margaritas. Now then, let's see here. How can Aquarius thrive in 22? No, what will they learn here? Okay, how can they thrive and what will they learn? Ooh, about themselves. Hold on. What can they? Oh yeah, one moment. How can they thrive? Give me one card for how they can thrive. Of course, I took two. And what will they learn about themselves by the end of 2022? Ooh. All right. So how can Aquarius thrive? They got the Nine of Swords and the Four of Cups. They're going to have to manage their anxiety. They're going to have to, and with anxiety, what I'm picking up is that it's just a lot of downloads. Once they say yes, they're going to begin to receive all types of information. So they have to stay grounded. They're going to have to not allow it to go into a space where they are feeling as though they are going crazy, right? They want to go into a space where they are not worrying or having any fears about all of this information and they don't know what to do with it. Again, you journal your information, you voice record your information so that when it's time for you to go over all of the information that comes in, you will be able to pinpoint the way that it comes together. Because again, math codes, light codes, mathematical equations, it just really looks like a blueprint when you look at some kind of architecture blueprint. That's what it looks like to me. So this is how they can thrive: grounding themselves, protecting themselves, especially on the when they go to sleep as well, because I really feel like they'll be getting so much information. And you have to remember, when you go out into the astral realm, when you are asleep, if you are not taking the necessary precautions when you are this type of intuitive, well, not this type of intuitive, but you said yes, so it's like it opened you up to everything. You can begin to bring things back. This is where people get bruises, they're being touched, they got stuff going bump that they done brought back. Like, you got to be very, very mindful and careful at this time. So you want to do the other part of this is the Four of Cups. How can you thrive? Meditation, contemplation, evaluation. Meditate, contemplate, evaluate. Meditate, contemplate, evaluate. Meditate, contemplate, evaluate. All right. And the next three cards I pulled are for what will be the lesson that they learn about themselves, right? So I hope nobody don't get locked up. I don't know how that card flipped over from this other deck. All right, so this is a career opportunity. This is the Ace of Pentacles, the Magician in reverse, and the Two of Cups. So what they'll learn about themselves is that they have the ability, the birthright for abundance on all levels, but it's on them when they are presented an opportunity to move forward on it. If you receive a seed, you go ahead and plant it and water it, nurture it, give it the sunlight or whatever it is that it needs to grow. This is an idea. This is something that can really be someone who can really be bigger than what they thought they could be. This Ace of Pentacles, I feel, with this being in this position that they are learning about themselves, they create their own opportunities. They create their own, okay. Okay, so really quick, I feel as though they will be able to they'll notice in small things that they have, like this may be alchemy, but they will notice in their physical appearance as well as the things around them, the steps that they need to take to make things happen. But it's bigger than just material. It's bigger than physical, though. But this is where they will begin to see this newfound way of living for 2023, right? So they're learning about themselves, how to really plant and till the garden and make something grow, because now they've gotten all this information. They're gonna have some big ass downloads in 2022. They are getting a lot of information. I feel it looks like okay, a lot of rays of pure raw white light hitting the crowns of all these people. I go back again to the movie Lucy, how she just got all of that information. Like, who do I even share this with? And why do people think I'm crazy? So I really feel like that's something that's going to be huge for them. The magician in the reverse, they're going to realize that they have to make the right types of plans. They're going to learn about making plans and creating, it's not a vision board, but it's about all the information that is coming through and how they move forward. They can't move the way that they used to or did in the past. It's also about like untapped talents, things that need to be revealed within them. So this is what they are learning about themselves, this newfound, like they thought they knew who they were and how they use their gifts and all this and what have you, you know, now they're getting to the space where no. This shit is big. It is massive. It could be destructive in the wrong hands. And that goes again with not sharing information. The last card is Two of Cups. So this may be a relationship that comes out of it as well, but it's overall the connection of the divine masculine and the divine feminine within. A lot of people may be meeting their divine counterparts in the year of 2022 because it's like a mutual attraction and overall, oh, okay, I get it. So and overall, it's like they'll realize who is on their who is really vibrating on their frequency without even having to have certain conversations. It's just going to be annoying, right? They're by them going through this and releasing things and allowing themselves to go through all of the pain and heartache and grief, you know, the 5 steps or however many steps it is to grief. It goes with also, you know, losing the way that we used to look at things and releasing ourselves from our old ways, our old patterns of behavior or what have you, and really waking up to the realization that it's bigger than me, it's bigger than that. I'm leveling up, I graduated, I did what I need to do. So this is bringing in that beautiful partnerships that are a frequency match. That's it, okay?